One more night, one more chance. The sky's changing while we stand. Tomorrow's close, I can feel it now. There's a feeling right before the morning comes, when the whole world holds its breath before the sun. Street lights slowly fade, but never seem afraid. They know their work is done before the day. I used to think tomorrow lived so far away, like happiness was always one more step to chase. Now I see it hiding in the smallest things, the sound of hope before the robins sing. An old newspaper waiting by the front gate, coffee dripping while the neighborhood awaits. Somebody opens up the flower shop at 5, already smiling at another chance to try. Every yesterday is something left to teach. Every tomorrow starts within our reach. Not because the world suddenly gets kind, because we choose to see it with different eyes. I've stopped trying to become someone brand new. I'm finally learning how to become more true. Every little step becomes another mile. Every quiet morning teaches me to smile. Don't be afraid to wait. Some dreams need faith. Morning's closer than it seems. Hold on to your dreams. We're almost tomorrow, standing in the light, halfway through the darkness, halfway to sunrise. We're almost tomorrow, closer than we know. Every little heartbeat, helping flowers grow. We're almost tomorrow. Don't let go. The baker flips the sign before the town can see. Another ordinary miracle for free. Bread still rising while the stars begin to fade. Hope is always love, the early morning shade. The first bus carries dreamers through the waking streets. Some are heading home while others chase belief. Different stories underneath the same blue sky. Everyone just trying to find their why. I remember every version I have been, every loss, every place, every win. Without them I would never understand why life refused to follow my first plans. Maybe that's the beauty of the winding road. It teaches things a shortcut never could. Every delay became another friend, quietly preparing me for where I'd end. So if the day feels heavier than yesterday, trust the sunrise finding its own way. Night is never one against the dawn. It only helps us notice when the light comes on. Hold your hope, holding it. Every sunrise starts right here. One more breath, one more try. Morning's already in the sky. We're almost tomorrow, standing in the light, halfway through the darkness, halfway to sunrise. We're almost tomorrow, closer than we know. Every little heartbeat, helping flowers grow. We're almost tomorrow. Don't let go. Everything you prayed for may already be quietly becoming what you cannot yet see. Trust the waiting, trust the climb. Nothing beautiful arrives before its time. Every star keeps shining, even when the dawn appears. Light was never fighting, it was simply changing gears. We're almost tomorrow, now I understand. Life was always leading with a gentle hand. Oh, we're almost tomorrow, every dream alive, Tomorrow's already standing here. Almost tomorrow, almost home. Windows down, engine low, stars above, miles to go. The night's alive, let's just drive. Backseat full of jackets, empty coffee cups. Nobody was worried where the road would end for us. Every laugh bounced off the windows in the dark, leaving little fingerprints across our hearts. The radio kept finding songs we almost knew. Still, we sang them louder like they all were true. Missing half the words, but never missing why. Those were nights that taught our spirits how to fly. City lights disappeared behind the hills. Silence settled in a wake of silence. Will nobody reach for a phone or check the time? We were busy being fully alive. Someone pointed up and through the windshield glass, said every star looked close enough to grasp. Then we started naming every constellation wrong, somehow making the whole sky belong. I've been thinking maybe freedom isn't far. Maybe freedom fits inside an old beat up car, filled with people who can laugh until sunrise, turning ordinary roads into paradise. One more mile, one more song. Every wrong turn brought us home. Hands outside, feel the wind. Life begins again. Backseat constellations lighting up the night. Every little memory burning warm and bright. Backseat constellations, nothing left to prove. The best destinations were the people that we knew. Backseat constellations carry me home. We stopped somewhere where the highway met the lake, watching dawn arrive without the sound of late coffee. From a roadside diner tasting new. Maybe everything feels better with your crew. My best friend leaned back with sleepy eyes, said promise me we'll never lose nights like these in life. I didn't answer, didn't need to then. Some promises are stronger without pen. The first light touched the dashboard, one slow line, like the morning didn't want no rush our time. Every face looked different in the gold, like tomorrow finally found our souls. Years from now I know we'll tell the story wrong. We'll forget the exits, change the songs, but we'll all remember how it felt, because the heart remembers more than anything else. A sip says, can't buy a night like this again. I'd rather stick exactly where I am, counting stars with people I call family. That's enough eternity for me. Windows down, morning near, nothing left to fear. One more road, one more sky, hold this night a little while. Backseat constellations lighting up the night. Every little memory burning warm and bright. Backseat constellations, nothing left to prove. The best destinations were the people that we knew. Backseat constellations carry me home. Some nights never end, even when they're gone. They keep driving through us long after the dawn. Every laugh still echoes, every chorus plays. Some memories never fade, they just learn new ways to shine. Constellations written in the sky. Every dream we carried still refuses to die. Backseat constellations guide us through the years, turning all tomorrows into souvenirs. Backseat constellations, always burning bright. Backseat constellations, my favorite. the story just begun. Backseat constellations, ride with me forever. We made mistakes, we changed our minds, still somehow we made it right. Life kept writing between the lines. We had a notebook full of perfect little plans, drawn with younger hearts and steadier hands. Thought we know exactly where we'd be by now. Funny how life smiled and changed it somehow. We thought success would wear a different face, live in bigger houses, faster pace. Now I'm sitting on a porch with people that I love, feeling richer than I ever dreamed of. My old friend called from 3 states away, said I finally found myself the long way. We laughed because we both knew what he meant. Some roads don't make sense until they're spent. Every missed chance opened something new. Every closed door changed the view. Every not yet slowly became something even better than we planned. I don't miss the dreams that never came alive. They became the reason better dreams arrive. Looking back, it's easy now to see life was always working quietly for me. Every delay, every surprise brought another sunrise. Hold your faith, hold your ground. Good things still come around. Better than we planned, better than we knew. Life kept painting pictures with a different view. Better than we planned, every twist and turn. Sometimes all the best things are the ones we never learn to ask for. Thought I lived somewhere with oceans in my view. Now my favorite place is sharing coffee with you. Thought I need the whole world calling out my name. Now a quiet evening feels the same. Mama says the older that you grow, the less you need and the more you know. The loudest rooms don't always hold the most. Sometimes peace arrives without a toast. Saw 2 kids pretending cardboard was a ship sailing through the driveway on an endless trip. Didn't need a passport or a better day, just enough imagination to escape. Maybe happiness has never been too far. Maybe we've been looking past where we are, trying to find a miracle somewhere ahead, while it waited in the life we already led. If tomorrow changes everything again, I'll welcome it just like an old friend. Trusting every chapter still unwritten might become my favorite one to live in. Every delay, every surprise made another dream arise. Every road, every mile led me here. All the while, better than we planned, better than we knew. Life kept painting pictures with a different view. Oh, better than we planned, every twist and turn. Sometimes all the best things are the ones we never learn to ask for. If every wish should come exactly when I prayed, I'd have missed the life that's standing here today. Every unanswered question, every change of heart quietly became a brand new start. Trust the timing, trust the rain, trust the beauty in the change. One day you'll smile looking behind it. Everything you thought was left behind. Better than we planned, better than we dreamed. Life was kinder than it ever seemed. Oh, better than we planned. Now I understand. Hope was always working with a gentler hand. Better than we planned. Every single day, better than we planned. In every way. Close the notebook, lift your eyes. some dreams arrive in a better disguise, better than we planned. Always works. Windows open, a golden light feels like summer came tonight. One more sunset before it goes. Summer never asks how long it's gonna stay. It just paints the evening gold, then slips away. Kids are running barefoot through the sprinkler rain, laughing like tomorrow doesn't know their names. Ice cream melting faster than the afternoon. Old friends talking underneath the rising moon. Nobody's checking what the time might be, like the world finally remembered how to breathe. Someone's playing music from a second-story porch. Every chorus drifting farther than before. People singing words they barely even know. Still somehow everybody joins the flow. The basketball still echoes down the block. Windows open, nobody locks. The smell of barbecue hangs in the air, like happiness decided to live there. I used to think forever had a date. Now I know forever likes to wait. Inside the little moments that we share, the ones that disappear before we're aware. Hold this night, hold it close. Some things bloom, then become ghosts. Don't be sad when seasons change. Love remembers every day. Borrowed summer, borrowed skies, living in these borrowed nights. Hold this feeling, hold it tight. Everything will be alright. Borrowed summer, borrowed time. Still the moment feels like mine. Yeah. Fireflies begin to ride across the yard. Tiny constellations glowing in the dark. Someone tells a story everybody knows. Still we laugh exactly where the punchline goes. Grandpa pulls an old guitar onto the porch, sings the songs he always sang before. Half the chords are older than the youngest tree. Still they sound like home to me. My little cousin falls asleep against a chair, still smiling like she found forever there. Someone carries her inside without a sound. Love is quiet when it's all around. The stars appear, one heartbeat at a time, like they're never in a hurry just to shine. Maybe that's the lesson hidden overhead. The best things happen slowly instead. One day, these nights will only live in photographs. We'll point and say, remember when we laughed? But every picture only tells a little part. The rest keeps beating in the heart. Hold this night, hold it close. Every memory helps us grow. Time moves on, still I know love is something we can hold. Borrowed summer, borrowed skies, living in these borrowed nights. Hold this feeling, hold it tight. Everything will be alright. Borrowed summer, borrowed days, thankful for them. Anyway, nothing lasts forever. Maybe that's the gift. Every ending makes us live. Every sunset teaches dawn. Every goodbye leads us on. Don't be afraid to watch it fade. Tomorrow has another place for joy. To find your open hands again. Borrowed summer still remains, hidden in the falling rain. Every laugh, every song keeps the season moving on. Borrowed summer lives inside every hopeful state of mind. Borrowed summer never gone, it simply moves us on. One last sun the light. I packed light, but somehow brought everything that matters now. The rest can stay. Cleaned out every box inside the attic room. Found old postcards carrying forgotten afternoons. Movie tickets folded in a paper bag. Little pieces of a life I almost left behind. There was a picture of my brother missing both front teeth, laughing like the world had everything we'd ever need. No fancy clothes, no perfect house, no perfect plan. Just four happy people holding hands. Funny how the years keep changing what you chase. Things I thought were treasures slowly lost their place. Now the richest moments never fit a shelf. They quietly become a part of yourself. The smell of rain on warm concrete in June. Dad still humming the same old tune. Mom calling everybody in to eat. Those are songs no money can repeat. I don't need another reason to collect things that only gather dust in my regret. I'd rather fill my life with names and nights that still glow long after the lights. Hold it close, let it stay. Love outlives yesterday. If it fills your heart with peace, never let it leave. Everything worth keeping lives inside the heart, not inside the boxes we keep falling apart. Everything worth keeping can't be bought or sold. It's the love we carry long after we grow old. Everything worth keeping stays with me. I met a man repairing watches downtown. He smiled and said, time never slows down, but memories do. They wait where you leave them. That stayed with me all afternoon. I watched a mother teaching her son to tie his shoes, celebrating every night like heroes do. He looked so proud, just standing on his own. She looked even prouder letting go. My neighbor planted another little tree, said I'll never sit beneath it, then laughed at me. I planted anyway, somebody else will need the shade. That's the kind of wealth that never fades. I've stopped trying to own tomorrow now. Today's enough if I know how to notice every blessing passing by before it disappears into the sky. If one day all I have's a simple room filled with honest loving afternoon, I still believe I live the richest way, because I never threw the best things away. Take your time, take it in. Every ending can begin. Leave behind what you don't need, carry only what makes you free. Everything worth keeping lives inside the heart, not inside the boxes we keep falling apart. Everything worth keeping can't be bought or sold. It's the love we carry long after we grow old. Everything worth keeping, 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 keeping. truly gone. Pack light, travel far, carry love, that's who you are. Everything worth keeping already came with you. Slow down, take a look around. Some treasures never make a sound. The best things never ask to shine. They're waiting in plain sight. Sunlight spilling through the curtains on the wooden floor, just enough to make the whole room feel like something more. Coffee steaming on the table by an open book. Funny how a quiet morning changes how you look. Woman walking with her father down the neighborhood lane, talking like they got forever even in the rain. Nothing grand, nothing loud, nothing made for show. Still it felt like something everybody ought to know. I've been chasing things that disappeared as soon as they arrive, ignoring little miracles happening every night, like hearing someone laugh until they can't catch their breath, or calling up an old friend just to ask how they've been. There's a kid with muddy sneakers drawing planets on the wall, smiling like imagination doesn't need a reason at all. Watching him reminded me of someone I once knew, before I learned to overthink the things I couldn't do. Maybe growing up ain't losing who we are. Maybe it's remembering after wandering too far, that happiness was never hidden in the highest place. It was always waiting in familiar space. Open up your eyes, take another look. Life writes beauty without a book. Every day leaves a sign. If you slow down, you will find there's gold in the ordinary, more than money ever buys. Living in the little moments passing by our eyes. Hold them close, don't let go. That's the richest life we'll know. Gold in the ordinary, every single day. The baker opens every morning just before the dawn, humming old songs while another day's begun. He says every loaf reminds him to begin again. Hope rises quietly just like bread. There's an old basketball court behind the school, still painted with the names of kids who broke the rules. Some became doctors, some stayed in this town. All of them left pieces of themselves around. My sister called to tell me nothing much had changed. The dog still waits beside the gate every single day. Funny how the ones who love you never ask for more than hearing your footsteps at the door. I've learned peace doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it's simply knowing where your jacket is. Sometimes it's dinner with the people that you trust. Sometimes it's silence that already says enough. So if tomorrow asks me what I treasure most, it won't be what I owned or what I chose. It'll be the nights we stayed up talking until 2, the little things that somehow carried me through. Open up your eyes, take another look. Life writes beauty without a book. Every day leaves a sign. If you slow down, you will find there's gold in the ordinary, more than money ever buys. Oh, living in the little moments passing by our eyes. Hold them close, don't let go. That's the richest life we'll know. Gold in the ordinary, every single day. Every cup of coffee, every front porch swing, every shared goodbye, every wedding ring, every birthday candle, every song we know. Every little kindness helps another flower grow. Don't wait for a perfect day. Love is already on its way. There's gold in the ordinary, oh, hidden in the smallest things, in the conversations that tomorrow always brings. Take your time, breathe it in, oh, that's where all good stories begin. Oh, gold in the ordinary, it's always been there. Gold in the ordinary. That's what living's for. Look above, not below. There's still light left to hold. Even now, even here, hope is near. Some people only see the clouds above their heads. I keep looking for the blue that's breaking through instead. Maybe both are true, maybe both belong. Rain and sunshine writing the same song. I remember standing on a rooftop after work, watching all the city lights begin to burn. Every window held a life I'd never know. Every heart had somewhere left to go. The moon climbed slow above the water tower line, like it wasn't worried about arriving right on time. That's when something quietly became clear. Peace begins the moment you are fully here. Old man walking with his grandson through the park, teaching him the names of every star after dark. Not because he remembered every single one, just because some moments should be shared with someone. I spent years trying to feel what wasn't there, never noticing the blessings everywhere. Funny how enough was always in my hands, waiting for me just to understand. Lift your eyes, take it in. Every ending can begin. Every cloud moves aside when you look with open eyes. It's a half full sky, not half gone. Every sunset leaves the dawn. Every heartbeat, every mile carries another reason to smile. It's a half full sky, bright and free. There's still so much left to see. Little girl is flying paper birds today, watching every one of them drift away. Still she laughs before they touch the ground, like joy was always meant to be passed around. The crossing guard still knows every child's name, greeting every morning exactly the same. Some heroes never make the evening news, they simply show up in dependable shoes. A painter covers graffiti with fresh white, then leaves one little mural full of light. Says every wall deserves another chance, just like every heart deserves another dance. I've stopped asking life to guarantee every answer waiting there for me. Now I wake up thankful for the chance to try underneath this half-full sky. The future isn't written in the wind, it's written in the choices we begin. One kind word, one honest end can change more than we ever planned. Hold your hope, hold it high, even on the darker nights. Morning always finds its way. One more chance, another day. It's a half full sky, not half gone. Every sunset leads the dawn. Every heartbeat, every mile carries another reason to smile. It's a half full sky, bright and free. There's still so much left to see. Don't count the clouds, count the colors. Don't count the losses, count the lovers. Don't fear the distance, trust the road. Every step will bring you home. The stars don't ask if you'll believe, they simply shine for those who need a little light to carry on until the night becomes the dawn. It's a half full sky, bright and wide. Every dream still alive. Raise your head, lift your voice. Hope is always a choice. It's a half full sky. Look above, every tomorrow starts with love. It's a half full sky, that's enough. One more sunrise, One more chance, one more reason to believe again. Half full sky, forever above. Blue headlights, empty streets, morning waiting just for me. One more mile, one more turn, every road leads somewhere. City's breathing softer than it did before. Only a taxi and a man unlocking his corner store. Coffee starts the morning long before the dawn, like hope quietly saying life keeps moving on. There's a newspaper lying on a neighbor's step, full of stories that the sky ain't written yet. The clouds don't know tomorrow's headline anyway. They just let another sunrise find its place. I've been driving with the windows halfway down, listening to silence louder than this town. Funny how the quiet finally speaks when your heart isn't afraid to listen deep. Street lights slowly fade into the morning gold, like the hand in daylight. Everything they hold, nothing fights the changing of the sky. Everything just lets the moment arrive. Maybe peace has always looked like this, a slow goodbye between the moon and morning's kiss. Not dramatic, not demanding, just another reason to keep standing. Every road, every bend brings me closer once again. Every mile helps me see home was always calling me. Home before sunrise, that's where I belong. Before the whole world starts moving on. Home before sunrise, heart at ease, finding everything I thought I lost in me. Home before sunrise feels like grace. A woman opens up a flower shop at 5, smiling like the day itself has just arrived. Fresh bouquets leaning toward the morning light, like they already know it's gonna be alright. The baker waits with flour on his hands, proud of every loaf the way an artist stands. Simple work, simple life, still somehow it shines. I spend enough years trying to outrun time. Now I'd rather watch the colors slowly climb across the rooftop that I've watched me grow, teaching me what younger hearts don't know. You don't have to leave to understand your home. Sometimes you have to wander just enough to know the places that were quietly shaping who you'd be, long before you had the eyes to see. If tomorrow asks me where I found my peace, I'll point toward these ordinary streets, where every face reminds me love is real, and every sunrise teaches hearts to heal. Every road, every turn leaves another thing to learn. Every dawn makes me see home was growing inside me. Home before sunrise, that's where I belong. Before the whole world starts moving on. Home before sunrise, heart at ease, finding everything I thought I'd lost in me. Home before sunrise feels like grace. Some people spend forever looking for a place, never knowing they've been carrying it inside themselves the whole way. Some roads don't end, they simply become the way back to yourself. Everything I needed wasn't far at all. Before sunrise, now I know every road I traveled led me home. Morning come, night gets cold, there's a light waiting for you, right where you left it. There's a little house at the end of Maple Drive, where the porch light never sleeps through the night. Paints a little faded mailbox, leans to one side. Still feels richer than a mansion full of pride. Mama used to leave that light on every night. Said, you never know who might need a little light. Didn't matter if I came back late at 3, that little glow was always waiting there for me. Now I'm older and I finally understand. Love ain't measured by the things you hold in your hands. It's the quiet things that nobody applauds, like making sure someone knows where they belong. The smell of coffee drifting through an open screen, the sound of laughter floating where it's always been. Every memory keeps living in those walls, like time itself never really leaves it all. Some people build their life around the name, some people build one chasing fortune, chasing fame. I'd rather build a place where every friend can walk inside without knocking, without wondering if they're welcome for the night. Leave the light, leave the door open just a little more. Someone's hope might begin with being welcomed in. Keep the porch light on for the ones still finding home, for the hearts still searching, trying not to feel alone. Keep the porch light on even after midnight falls. Love keeps burning brightest when it's waiting through it all. Keep the porch light on. There's a little boy riding circles in the street, laughing like tomorrow's already guaranteed. His father waves from underneath the old oak tree, smiling like that's all success could ever be. Miss Eleanor still waters flowers every day, even though her children move so far away. She says every bloom reminds her not to fear. Love still grows when nobody is here. The old mechanic closes up around 8:30, still stops to ask me how my mama's been doing fine. Those little conversations never make the news, still they're stronger than the headlines people choose. I've been thinking maybe heaven isn't far, maybe it's a porch beneath familiar stars. Maybe it's a neighborhood that knows your name, where every season somehow feels the same. If I'd ever have a place to call my own, I hope it feels exactly like this home. A light that's never asking where you've been, only saying come on in. Leave the light, leave the door open just a little more. Someone's hope might begin with being welcomed in. Keep the porch light on for the ones still finding home, for the heart still searching, trying not to feel alone. Keep the porch light on even after midnight falls. Love keeps burning brightest when it's waiting through it all. Keep the porch light on. Years will pass, the paint will fade, children grow and move away, but kindness never leaves a house where love was made. Every welcome, every way, every story, every day, lives forever in the hearts that found their way. Keep the porch light on long after I am gone. Let another dreamer know, another dreamer know they've always had a home. Keep the porch light on, shining through the years, lighting every road ahead, calming every fear. Keep the porch light on, that's how love survives. Keep the porch light on for another life. If you lose your way, if the night gets cold, there's a light still waiting right where you left it. Leave the light warm I'll be there soon. No matter how long the road has been, every evening there's a way of slowing down the day, painting quiet little colors that the daylight gave away. Someone's watering flowers underneath the fading sky. Someone's waving to a neighbor passing by. The old front porch still knows the sound of every step, every goodbye and every promise that was kept. There's comfort in a house that doesn't need much more than familiar voices walking through the door. I've been chasing things that disappear with time, thinking peace was waiting somewhere down the line. Then I found it in the lamp beside the stairs, and the smell of supper floating through the air. There's a blanket folded over the old chair, like somebody always knows you'll need it there. Simple things become extraordinary when they're shared. Love lives quietly everywhere. I don't need 1,000 places to belong, just one room where my name still feels at home. One warm light that never asks where I've been, only says come on in. Leave the light, leave it bright, for the heart still chasing night. Every road finds us in, love will always wait again. Leave the light on, don't let it fade. Somebody's hoping for a place to stay. Leave the light on through the darkest night. Sometimes one small window can become somebody's light. Leave the light warm, I'll find my way. The rain came down but no one closed the door. The laughter only echoed louder than before. Coffee circles resting on the wooden tabletop. Conversations nobody wanted to stop. Mama always kept an extra plate nearby, in case somebody needed somewhere warm that night. She never called it kindness, never called it grace. She simply made a little extra space. There's a couple walking slowly, hand in hand, like they finally learned there's no need to rush again. Every wrinkle tells another beautiful year. Every smile says, I'm glad you're here. I've learned a home is more than brick and stone. It's every place that lets your heart unfold, where silence never feels too cold, and every goodbye ends with hope. If I ever build a life that's truly mine, I hope it leaves another light behind, for someone tired of carrying the night, looking for one reason to believe again. Leave the light, leave the door open just a little more. Every soul needs to know there's a place to call home. Leave the light on, don't let it fade. Somebody's hoping for a place to stay. Leave the light on through the darkest night. Sometimes one small window can become somebody's light. No, long after we're gone, the light can remain inside the people who remember our names. Every act of kindness keeps the fire alive, passing from one heart to another life. So if somebody's searching, if somebody's wanting, be the little window that gets them through the storm. Be the light on for another soul. Leave a little hope wherever you go. Leave the light on like somebody did for you. That's how love keeps growing. That's how dreams come true. Leave the light on until morning comes. Leave the light on for everyone. The night gets quiet, the stars still shine. The light is waiting right on time. Leave the light warm, I'll be home soon. Some words stay between the lines, some hearts speak long after goodbye tonight. I'm reading what I never wrote. There's an old shoebox underneath my bed, filled with thoughts that never left my head. Postcards, photographs, a faded train receipt, pieces of the roads that carried me. I wrote your name 100 different ways, trying to explain the silence of those days. Every page began with so much light, then ended somewhere deep into the night. Funny how the hardest words to say always seem to find us much too late. I miss you, I'm proud of you, I should've called, I needed you. Now I understand that every heart has conversations never meant for dark, but some become a melody instead. Some just live inside our chest. If I could send one letter back through time, I'd tell my younger self he'd be alright. The things he fears won't last forever, and hope survives every kind of weather. Every page, every line held a little piece of time. Every word left behind still can heal another life. Letters never sent, still find someone, even if they never see the sun. Love doesn't disappear just because it waits. Some words arrive a little late. Letters never sent still mean something. If I could write another one today, I'd tell my father what I couldn't say, that every lesson hiding in his hands helped me slowly become a better man. And I write my mother one that simply says, thank you for believing on my weakest days, for every quiet prayer I never knew, for loving me before I loved me too. I write my brother just to let him know some roads are easier because we both grow. No matter where tomorrow takes our feet, you'll always have a place beside me. I write the friends I slowly drifted from, tell them every memory still lives on. Distance never steals what once was true, time just gives it different rooms. Then I write myself one final page. Don't spend your life afraid of change. Every ending plants another seed for the person you're becoming quietly. Every page, every line held a little piece of time. Every word left behind still can heal another life. Letters never sent, still find someone, even if they never see the sun. Love doesn't disappear just because it waits. Some words arrive a little late. Letters never sent still mean something. Maybe forgiveness needs no envelope. Maybe healing needs no road. Maybe the words we never speak still become the peace we seek. So I'll fold these pages one by one, knowing every chapter made me someone. Letters never sent found their way, living quietly inside today. Every memory, every name still carries a gentle flame. Letters never sent help me grow. Sometimes love already knows. Letters never sent finally came home. Close the box, turn the page, carry hope, leave the pain. Letters never sent, never lost. Midnight window, city glow. Somewhere out there, someone knows. Another heartbeat, another soul, trying to find a place called home. There's a light still burning on the 7th floor. Somebody's writing what they're living for. Taxi headlights drifting through the pouring rain. Every window holds a different kind of pain. I used to think the stars were somewhere far away. Now I see them in the people every day, in tired eyes that still believe tomorrow comes, in quiet hearts that never stop becoming someone. Old man closing up the little record store, turns the sign around like he did years before. He smiles at me and says, don't rush your time. Funny how those words still echo in my mind. I've been learning every season has its pace. Nothing beautiful was built inside a race. Flowers never bloom because somebody demands. They simply trust tomorrow with open hands. So I breathe a little deeper than before, leave another worry outside the door. Tonight the city feels a little less unknown. Maybe every stranger's trying to make it home. Every light still burns, every heart still learns. If the night feels too long, keep believing, keep holding on. Midnight window, shining blue, somebody's dreaming just like you. Don't give up, don't let go. Morning comes more than you know. Midnight window, keep your light on. A waitress stacks the chairs after another shift, still humming to herself like every day's a gift. Young couple laughing underneath one umbrella, making cold November somehow feel like summer. Bus rolls slowly through the sleeping avenue. Driver waves because he recognizes you. Small things matter more than people realize. That's where every lasting memory survives. I remember calling home when I felt small. Mama never needed answers after all. She just listened while the silence settled down, somehow turning heavy into solid ground. Every failure taught me something success can. How to trust the things that never go as planned. How to find a little beauty in the gray. How to keep my heart alive another day. Maybe hope is in the mountain left to climb. Baby, hope is simply showing up on time for the people who are always there for you, long before the world ever noticed you. Every light still burns, every heart still learns. When the sky hides the dawn, keep believing, keep moving on. Midnight window, shining blue, somebody running. The morning isn't leaving, it's waiting for you. Take your time. Everybody's flying past with coffee in their hand, looking at a screen before they even understand what the sunrise painted quietly across the sky, or how the birds were singing long before the traffic cried. I used to think the fastest road would get me where I dreamed, until I met an old man sitting by the creek. He smiled and skipped a stone across the water twice, said the best views never belong to hurried eyes. That stayed with me longer than I thought it would. Changed the way I walked around my neighborhood. Now I notice things I never saw before, like chalk cards drawn outside the grocery store, a woman reading poetry outside a little cafe, an old guitar playing somewhere down the alleyway, a child convinced the butter was an ocean to explore. That's the kind of rich you can't afford. The world keeps selling faster every single day, like joy is something waiting at the finish line to claim. But every time I slowed enough to really breathe, life gave me more than I believed. Easy now, take your pace. You don't have to win the race. Every dream has its own time. Every mountain has its own climb. Nobody's running. Nobody's running. Nobody's late. Nobody's late. Everything arrives when it's meant to wait. Oh, open your heart, open your eyes. Half a living is realizing nobody's running. You're right on time. Met my brother at the park around sunset. We talked about the dreams we still hadn't reached yet. He laughed and said, maybe we've been getting it all wrong. What if happiness was here all along? Then we watched the father teaching his son to throw. Missed the catch about 100 times in a row. Neither one of them looked ready to give in. Sometimes that's exactly how you win. The flower shop was closing for another day. The owner left one rose outside anyway, for whoever needs reminding life is beautiful. Some people heal the world without a miracle. I spent enough years trying to become enough, trying to make the world believe that I was tough. Now I'd rather be the person someone calls when life feels heavier than walls. If I leave behind one thing when I am gone, I hope it's peace inside another song. Something someone hears on their hardest day that quietly reminds them they'll be okay. Easy now, take your pace. Life is not a race to chase. Every road, every turn has another thing to learn. Nobody's running. Nobody's running. Nobody's late. Nobody's late. Everything arrives when it's meant to wait. Oh, open your heart, open your eyes. Half a living is realizing nobody's running. You're right on time. Take another breath, watch another dawn. Nothing good needs to be forced on. The river never hurries till it finds the sea. Maybe that's exactly who we're meant to be. Patient enough to watch love grow, wise enough to let life flow. Nobody's running, nobody's behind. Stars don't rush just to learn to shine. Every heartbeat, every mile, every tear, every smile led us exactly where we're meant to be. Nobody's running, just breathe. Nobody's running, you're finally free. Slow down, look around, listen close to this sound. Life was waiting patiently for you, for me. The clouds are breaking, I can see the blue. Funny how the sky knows what to do. After every storm, there's room again. Yeah. Rain was falling hard against my bedroom glass, like it wanted every memory to finally pass. I stood there watching strangers running through the street, trying not to lose another heartbeat. Then the clouds pulled back without a single sound. Little drops were shining all across the ground. Kids came running out before the streets were dry, like they trusted joy more than the sky. Coffee shop unlocked its weathered wooden door. Same old bell I used to hear years before. Everybody smiling like they knew the rain only came to make the colors stronger again. Flowers standing taller than they did before. Water dripping softly from the corner store. Funny how the things that almost bend in two often bloom with brighter shades of blue. I've been learning not to fear another storm. Some of them arrive to help us transform. Every heavy season leaves a little space for a stronger version of our faith. Let it wash, let it fall. Don't be afraid to feel it all. Every cloud moves away, making room for brighter days. We're open after rain, hearts wide open. Nothing stays the same, but hope keeps growing. Every storm leaves behind another reason to believe we'll be alright. We're open after rain. Come inside. Oh man, open every window in this house. Said the air feels different after storms pass out. Sat there with the newspaper and black coffee steam, looking happier than any king could seem. Girl outside was jumping every puddle she could find, like the rain was never something to survive. She was dancing with the weather hand in hand, teaching grown-ups how to understand. The rainbow wasn't asking for attention in the sky, just quietly reminded everyone to look up high. Baby, beauty works exactly like that too, never forcing anybody's point of view. I don't mind the storms that made me who I am. Without them, I would never understand how to hold another person when they break, how to recognize the strength it really takes. Now I greet the gray before I greet the blue, knowing both have something good to do. Even tears become tomorrow's morning dew, helping something beautiful break through. Let it fall, every season needs it all. Hold your hope, hold it tight. Morning always finds the night. We're open after rain, hearts wide open. Nothing stays the same, but hope keeps growing. Every storm leaves behind another reason to believe we'll be alright. We're open after rain. Come inside. Some doors only open after they have weathered storms. Some hearts only soften after they have learned to mourn. Some flowers only bloom because the sky decided to cry. Some dreams only wake after goodbye. So don't fear another cloud, it may become your brightest hour. We're open after rain. Look around, everything is greener now. Love has never washed away. It was waiting for today. We're open after rain. Come on in, this is where new days begin. We're open after rain. Hope remains, we're open after rain. Again and again. Clouds are leaving, light returns. Every heart eventually learns. Open after rain. That's how we grow. I walked in, they looked up. Someone smiled before I spoke. For a moment I belong. Small cafe on the corner of an old brick street. Barista looked up and said the usual for me. Funny how four simple words can change a day, make the weight you've carried slowly fade away. There's a comfort in a face that knows your own, like you're never really walking all alone. Not because they know your story line by line, just because they recognize your eyes. Mr. Carter still sweeps, leaves outside his gate, stops to ask me how I really been these days. Doesn't rush, doesn't glance at his phone, makes 5 minutes feel like coming home. The lady at the bookstore waves me through the door, sets aside the kind of books I loved before. Says I thought this one might sound like something you'd enjoy, though kindness still feels like Christmas morning joy. I spent years believing I had to be seen by a million strangers staring at a screen. Now I know the richest feeling I can claim is walking in somewhere and somebody knew my name. Not because I reached the top, not because I never stopped, just because I stayed the same. Somebody knew my name. Somebody knew my name. Before I said a word, made this whole wide world feel a little less blurred. Somebody knew my name without asking why. Sometimes that's enough to change a life. Somebody knew my name, and I finally smiled. The mechanic down the street remembers every car, but somehow he remembers people more than parts. Asked about my brother, asked about my mom, made a 10-minute visit feel like home. The mail carrier waved from halfway down the block, like we've been friends since 9 o'clock. Never needed long conversations to explain some hearts speak in ordinary ways. There's a little diner open after dark, where the cook still asks if work's been hard. The slides an extra slice of pie across the bar, says today's on me, that kindness travels far. Maybe every neighborhood survives because of people living simple lives, who choose to notice, choose to care, choose to leave a little love somewhere. If I ever become somebody worth remembering, I hope it isn't for the songs I sing. I hope it's because when someone walked inside, they always felt seen by my eyes. Leave a light, leave a chair, let somebody know they're welcome there. That's how love finds its flame. Somebody knew my name. Somebody knew my name. Before I said a word, made this whole wide world feel a little less blurred. Somebody knew my name without asking why. Sometimes that's enough to change a life. Somebody knew my name, and I finally smiled. One hello can change the morning. One handshake can stop a storm. One kind word can heal the silence. One open heart can become home. Maybe we all carry a light unseen, waiting for another soul to recognize the peace. Somebody knew my name. That's the gift I keep long after every dream falls asleep. Somebody knew my name before the world could see the person I was trying so hard to be. Somebody knew my name before the applause. Somebody knew my name. Just because, ooh, yeah. If you see someone standing on their own, say hello. You never know, you might become the place they call home. Sunday morning, open skies, nothing louder than the light. One slow breath, one new start. Peace is knocking. at my heart. Sunday wears a different kind of atmosphere, like the whole world finally remember why we're here. No alarms are telling anybody where to be, just the smell of coffee and a gentle breeze. And grandma's radio is playing old familiar songs. Every lyric feels like somewhere I belong. Kitchen table covered with another family meal. Funny how the smallest things can make you heal. The church bells echo softly through the neighborhood. Kids are riding bicycles like childhood never moved. Someone's mowing grass while waving at the road. Simple moments carrying a heavy load. I used to think I'd only feel alive if I was always reaching for another climb. Now I know the richest hours I've ever known were the ones that felt the most like home. There's a photograph that's faded by the stairs, full of people smiling like they had no cares. Maybe they were worried just as much as me. They just learned to love what they could see. Take it easy, take it slow. Every seed needs time to grow. Leave tomorrow, oh, for tomorrow, oh. Today is already beautiful. Sunday feels different, like the world can breathe, like every tired soul gets a chance to dream. Sunday feels different, like the sky knows why. Hope sounds louder when the week goes quiet. Sunday feels different. So do I. Mama's laughing at a story Dad has told before. Still she laughs, the same as 20 years ago. Some jokes never lose the way they make you smile. Some kinds of love never go out of style. Neighbor brings a pie across the wooden fence. Says she baked too much, but that don't make much sense. She's just looking for another way to say, I was thinking about you today. Friends come over wearing old familiar shoes. Nobody is trying hard to make the evening news. Someone grabs a guitar sitting by the wall. Soon the whole room starts to sing along. Nobody sounds perfect, nobody cares. That's the kind of music everybody shares. Not because it's polished, not because it's new, because every voice is honest through and through. When the sun begins to melt into the trees, golden light is dancing with the evening breeze. I wish I could bottle up a day like this, open it whenever life gets hard to live. Take it easy, take it slow. Every seed needs time to grow. Leave tomorrow, oh, for tomorrow, oh. Today is already beautiful. Sunday feels different, like the world can breathe, like every tired soul gets a chance to dream. Sunday feels different, like the sky knows why. Hope sounds louder when the week goes quiet. Sunday feels different, so do I. Maybe peace was never hiding, maybe I just walked too fast. Maybe love was always waiting for me to slow down at last. Every week begins again, every sunrise gives a choice to chase the noise or hear the quiet inside your own voice. Sunday feels different, now I understand. Life was never asking for a perfect plan. Sunday feels different, every heart can see the best part of tomorrow starts with you and me. Sunday feels different, every time. Sunday feels different, and so does life. One more sunset, one more song, one more place where I belong. Sunday feels different all along. One last road, one last song. Somehow we knew it all along. Every mile, every turn led us here. I spent years believing home was somewhere else. A different city, a different life, a different version of myself. I chased horizons till they disappeared from sight, thinking every answer waited just beyond the light. I fill my pockets full of maps and bigger plans, trying to hold tomorrow in my hands. But every road I took kept quietly showing me the place I wanted most was growing inside me. The diner where they always knew my name, the front porch glowing softly in the rain, the cracked old sidewalk where I learned to ride, the little town I carry deep inside. Funny how the farther that I chose to roam, the more I understood the shape of home. It wasn't built from brick or painted wood, it was built from everyone who wished me good. Now every memory feels lighter than before, not because I've closed another door, because I've learned every goodbye can gently lead to everything we're truly meant to keep. Yeah. Every road, every sky, every tear, every smile, every step, every mile brought me home all the while. The long way home was worth every mile, every broken road, every restless night. The long way home made me who I am. Life was right in beauty long before I understood the plan. The long way home brought me back to love. Now I see my father a little differently. Every sacrifice he made was planting little seeds. My mother's quiet prayers still echo in my chest, teaching me that gentle hearts survive the best. My brother calls just to ask me how I've been. No reason, no occasion, just checking in. Those little moments mean much more these days than every dream I thought would make my name. The neighborhood still looks the way it did. Only now I notice all the gifts. The woman watering flowers every dawn, the old mechanic whistling to a song, the children racing bicycles downhill, laughing like the whole world always will. The barber waving from across the street, making ordinary mornings feel complete. If someone asked me what success became, I'd never point to fortune or to fame. I point to every hand that held my own, every place that quietly became my home. Every heart needs a place, every soul needs some grace. Love was never far away, it was here every day. The long way home was worth every mile, every broken road, every restless night. The long way home made me who I am. Life was right in beauty long before I understood the plan. The long way home brought me back to life. If tomorrow sends me somewhere I've never been, I'll carry every lesson underneath my skin. The people that I love will travel there with me. In every laugh, every memory, nothing beautiful is ever left behind. It simply changes shape with time. Love keeps moving, love remains like sunshine after summer rain. One day, another dreamer will hear this song, and maybe they'll discover they belonged all along. The long way home isn't just a place, it's every heart that showed me grace. The long way home is inside my soul, every little chapter made me whole. The long way home still goes on with every sunrise, every song. The long way home, I'll never walk alone. Listen close. Don't let the silence fool you. Every heartbeat, every whisper, every morning has a song. The kettle starts to sing before the sun comes up. Coffee fills the room before the first warm cup. Someone's sweeping leaves across the sidewalk slow, like they got nowhere else they need to go. A bicycle bell somewhere down the street, footsteps keeping time with a steady beat. Neighbors opening windows one by one, greeting another ordinary sun. There's a little dog waiting by the gate, like love itself doesn't know how to be late. An old clock ticking in the hallway wall, reminding me that time belongs to us all. I used to chase the loudest kind of dream, thinking that's the way success should be. Now the quiet moments call my name, and somehow nothing feels the same. The sound of turning pages late at night, the click of keys beneath the porch light, the laughter floating from an open yard. That's where all the best memories are. Oh, every little sound, every little sign, building up this life of mine. Slow enough to finally hear everything already here. The sound of small things fills the air, little moments everywhere. Every heartbeat, every smile makes this whole world worth the while. The sound of small things never fades, it's the melody our lives create. Yeah. The train rolls softly over distant tracks, like it's carrying somebody safely back. A little girl is learning how to whistle. Her father laughs because she's almost got it. Someone waters flowers on the balcony, humming to a tune nobody else can hear. Across the street, a baker opens wide, fresh bread rising with the morning light. The wind keeps turning pages of the trees, like nature's writing poetry with leaves. Even silence has a rhythm of its own when you finally stop to bring it home. My grandmother would always hum while she cooked, never cared if anyone else looked. Now every time I hear that simple tune, it feels like she's still in the room. Maybe happiness has always sounded small, never asking for attention after all. Just waiting in the corners of the day until somebody stops long enough to stay. Oh, every little sound and every little sign, building up this life of mine. Slow enough to finally hear everything already here. The sound of small things fills the air, little moments everywhere. Every heartbeat, every smile makes this whole world worth the while. The sound of small things never fades, it's the melody our lives create. Hear the rain against the roof, hear the laughter telling the truth, hear the birds before the dawn, hear the hope we've had all along. Not every miracle makes a scene, sometimes it whispers soft and clean. If you listen, you'll believe life is singing underneath. The sound of small things leads me home, turns a quiet house into my own. Every memory, every day has a song it wants to play. The sound of small things lives in me, like a simple symphony. The sound of small things sets me free. Listen close, take it in. That's where all good stories begin. empty chairs by the window tonight, still holding stories, still holding light. Some things leave, some things stay. Two empty chairs beside the old oak table stand, like they still remember every pair of hands. Sunday dinner stretching far into the night, stories floating underneath the kitchen light. Grandpa always sat beside the window frame. Grandma smiled before she even said his name. Now the room is quiet in a different way, still their laughter somehow never went away. There's a photograph that's curling at the edge, carving rings around another favorite message. Time keeps moving like the river down the hill, but love has found a way to stay here still. I used to think that goodbye meant the end. Now I know it only changes how we listen. Some voices never leave the heart they found, they simply learn a softer kind of sound. Every family has a song they always know, every table has a story left to hold. Every home collects the echoes of the years made of ordinary days instead of souvenirs. Close your eyes, you're still here, every laugh still living here. Love remains even when only memories walk back in. Two empty chairs, still full of love, still catching sunlight from above. Two empty chairs, but not alone. Every memory still feels like home. Two empty chairs, holding yesterday while helping me find a day. Yeah. Mama poured 2 cups before she caught herself, smiled a little sadly reaching for the shelf. Then she laughed and said, some habits never leave. I think that's just another way to grieve. My little nephew climbed into one today, asked if somebody was coming anyway. I told him stories until his eyes lit up. Now those chairs were filled with love enough. Maybe that's how healing slowly grows, one generation quietly passing hope. Every lesson wrapped inside a simple meal, every goodbye teaching us to feel. I still hear my grandfather say my name every time the evening sky begins to change. Every time I help somebody through the day, it feels like he never went away. If one day my own chair sits empty too, I hope somebody smiles the way we do, remembering laughter louder than the pain, keeping love alive again. Every season comes and goes, still the roots continue to grow. Love becomes the life we share long after. Empty chairs, still full of love, still catching sunlight from above. Two empty chairs, but not alone. Every memory still feels like home. Two empty chairs, holding yesterday while helping me find today. Life keeps changing, rooms grow still, love keeps finding windowsills where morning enters soft and slow, reminding hearts they already know. Nothing beautiful ever disappears, it simply learns to live in years, in recipes, in songs, in smiles, in every extra mile. still holding home. Found your old jacket hanging by the door. Smelled like yesterday, just a little more. Some things fade, some things stay. Folded on the chair, still carrying the weather that we used to wear. A train ticket hiding deep inside the scene, like a photograph forgotten in a dream. Back when every Friday felt like summer break, long drives with no destination left to make. Windows down while every chorus filled the air. We thought forever would be waiting there. The streets are still the same beneath the evening glow. The corner diner still serves coffee nice and slow. The owner smiled and asked if you've been back in town. I just smiled and slowly looked back down. Funny how the smallest things can stop the day. A familiar song, a name, a passing face. Not enough to break you, not enough to hurt, just enough to remind you what you're worth. Growing older taught me memories don't disappear. They simply learn to live a little quieter. Like autumn leaves that never ask the tree for permission to become a memory. Some things leave, some remain, like sunshine after rain. Time moves on, still I know love can change and still grow. Yesterday's jacket still fits the soul, even if the heart has learned to let it go. Yesterday's jacket keeps me warm somehow, not because I need the past, but because I love it now. Yesterday's jacket, folded with a smile. I don't miss the person that I used to be, always trying to become somebody else to see. Now I wear tomorrow easier than yesterday, knowing every season has its different ways. Saw a little couple dancing at the station stop. Music wasn't playing, still they couldn't stop. That's when I remember what my father said: love lives longest in the little things instead. I've forgiven every dream that never came, every road that somehow carries someone else's name. If they hadn't gone another way back then, I might never know the life I'm living in. There's a freedom in accepting where you've been, without needing every chapter to begin again. Some stories end exactly where they should, making room for something even better than we understood. So I hang that jacket gently where it stays, not to hold me back inside those days, just to thank the road that brought me here, with a grateful heart instead of fear. Some things leave, some things, some remain, some remain, like sunshine after rain. Every scar still reminds me life's ahead. Yesterday's jacket still fits the soul, even if the heart has learned to let it go. Yesterday's jacket keeps me warm somehow, not because I need the past, but because I love it now. Yesterday's jacket, folded with a smile. Every goodbye leaves a gift if you're willing to receive it. Every memory finds its place without stealing. The day's grace, nothing beautiful is ever lost. It simply changes what it cost. And every road we leave behind still helps us find tomorrow. Yesterday's jacket hanging by the door. Thank you for the miles we don't walk anymore. Yesterday's jacket I remember well. Not every ending needs another farewell. Yesterday's jacket, part of who I've been. Tomorrow's waiting, so I'll step right in. One last look, one deep breath. Thank you for everything. Yesterday's jacket. Good night. Good night.